Mm. So you played striker definitely in your youth.
Hmm.
To kind of fast forward a little bit. So I stopped coaching you when you were around what, 16, 15?
Maybe like 17
Yeah, actually,
around
so
there.
I coached you for quite a while. What was your journey afterwards? Like what happened after and we'll go back to some good club stories, but like what happened after your time as a youth player?
As a youth player,
Yeah.
um, I went to college at a D2 school in Colorado for a
Mhm.
year and a half. I didn't really, I didn't feel like myself out there, so I couldn't play soccer the right way or enjoy it the way I love it. So I came back home, made this team over here called Oaks FC. It's like in the UPSL semi-pro team,
Mhm.
and I've been playing with them ever since. And now I'm going back to school and finding the right school that I would appreciate and I could, play the game.
So let's go back. So D2. So obviously you got recruited. What so did you prepare? Did you look at other schools? Did you have like a highlight reel? Like how did you end up going there?
Honestly, this was the most surprising thing ever. Even, I mean, my whole dream ever since I was little was to go pro, to go
Mhm.
pro, to go pro straight. I didn't want to go to college. I just wanted to go pro. I was at a I was at a tryout with the Switchbacks from the USL Championship,
Okay.
and then as I went to this tryout, I guess the coach for that university was there, and he saw me, and he was like, "I want you to come to my school," and that's how I got recruited. I wasn't even looking at any schools or anything. Just
So
it just happened in a heartbeat.
so when you look back, would you say that you didn't have enough guidance post youth and going into college?
I would say, yeah. I was the first person to ever in my family, at least,
Mhm.
to like go to school and
That's
everything.
huge.
Like it was really difficult, especially like mentally and emotionally. Like it was one of the hardest things I had to do for sure. And it's hard. It takes over. You can't play soccer the right way, and then that starts hurting, and then it's not good.
Yeah, because I remember you also being a little bit more of a not an over emotional player, but I would say like you borderline on the emotion of the game, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
everyone's different. So speak to me more about your journey at the Division two school because I think what I would like to help people with is understanding like the transition because you kind of mentioned it like if you're not feeling right. So obviously you say Colorado?
Yeah.
So looking back, would you have stayed closer to home so you could feel maybe, tight with your family and play? Or like what was the reason why you
Um.
felt so disconnected?
Yeah. Yeah. I would have loved to play closer to home for sure. But I mean, you prepare yourself, and like when you're going out of state or something, and you just gotta prepare yourself. And I mean, not even my family knew how to prepare themselves. So like, I didn't know how either. So which is we were just stuck. So I mean,
What would have helped, if anything?
maybe someone with like that's had experience could have told me or something. I don't know. Somebody to talk to for sure. But I mean, I just had to deal with it.
Yeah, so you pretty much so how did you get there? Did your dad drive you? Did you fly
Yeah.
in?
No, because we took my car. My whole family went, my sister, my brother, my mom, my dad. We all went, and then we were there for like a week. They Then I drove them to the airport, then they left.
I'm sure it was emotional, man.
Yeah, that was the hardest thing ever.
Um, what was the interaction like with the team and the coach? Like, did they? Every program's different. I know I know Samson is very into like that culture of like him checking on his players and asking them how they're
Hmm.
doing. So much more of a relationship, like father to son type.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, was that the vibe, or was it more like you're on your own?
I mean, it was a little bit of both. Like, I mean, it was kind of like pretty much just you on your own. There were some players though that they care about you and they would like talk to you and everything. Like some players that were there on the team.
Hmm.
So that was like one of the things that got me through was like being close to a certain group of the soccer players, and they would just help. Especially it would help. It helped a lot more because one of the players was from California as well,
Mm.
from down from LA. So it helped for sure.